Joining me now, former U.S. Ambassador to the United Nations, John Bolton. John, America first. It's official.
Amazing, yeah. And it's, look, this is a statement that I think the overwhelming majority of Americans agree with. What else is the President of the United States supposed to do except have the interest of his country and his countrymen first? And to say it, some people find offensive. I find it hard to believe.
Yeah, it's, well, we've got the national left-wing media saying that it's offensive, some of them. It is also interesting to me to think that it could be construed by anyone that it is politically incorrect to say that putting your nation first. I love some of the academics, some of the left-wing national media suggesting that it is, I think the expression was, echoes of Charles Lindbergh. Now, by my count, that would take us back almost a century. Most people listening and watching us this evening don't even know who Charles Lindbergh, and some of us who are a little older, I exclude you from that group, of course, but I will represent it. You know, they don't even know who he really is or was. And it's just mind-boggling that America First could be in any way controversial.
Yeah, look, this is a new use of the term. There's been never a hint of anti-Semitism about Donald Trump. We know it from his family. We know it from its position on the Middle East.
Well, they tried.
Here's my clincher for this. In 2008, John McCain, a man for whom I have the most profound respect, somebody whose views I share in very substantial measure. John McCain's campaign slogan in 2008 was country first. Now, what country do people think he was talking about? Could it have been America? Of course. And I think it speaks, as I thought the speech did today, the fundamental American patriotism. It's something we haven't heard in 8 years. It says the country has problems. We know that. We're going to solve them. And what I thought was one of the most inspiring parts of the speech, where Trump said, you know, when loyalty to country is felt, we feel more loyalty to each other. And that is a Benjamin Disraeli, one nation kind of approach. It's, I think, a very profound insight.
Yeah, it is an insight. And by the way, it is a description of this nation through 200 years of its history. It is only of late that there has grown up, if you will, a fifth column intellectually that would try to disassociate any citizen from another, whether it be because of race, creed, or color, which puts the lie to our very founding documents and to the founding vision of this nation.
Yeah, look, the success of this country is we've taken people from all over the world and we've made them Americans. The melting pot, the assimilation, that's out of fashion now academically. E pluribus unum, out of many, one, so bad that Al Gore actually translated it the reverse, out of one, many. Nice Latin scholar there. But this is a critical point, because I think the people who supported Trump, among many other reasons, are tired of being divided. They're tired of being told that hyphenated Americanism is the way to go. They feel patriotism for their country. You could see it in the crowd reaction. I think he's tapped a very important vein of thought that's been suppressed, that's been denied from the mainstream media.
He is at the same time putting America first, talking about radical Islam. It will be wiped from the face of the earth, declares the President of the United States in his inaugural. This is the first president in 16 years to use the words, by my count, in 16 years. This is a eye-popping, ear-jolting moment for many Americans to hear a president actually name the enemy of Western civilization.
Because he has named the ideology that we're facing. You know, the problem with the global war on terrorism that the Bush administration declared is that it was non-specific. But we weren't going to campaign against the Irish Republican Army. We weren't going to campaign against the Basque separatist group ETA. We were going after the people who had committed 9/11. And I think Bush would have been better served, frankly, to have named it Islamic terrorism. Tony Blair, his comrade in arms in the Iraq War, never had any problem identifying that the opponent was an ideology.
Yeah, and the ideology has grown to be much more than that now. The enemy is broadly the Islamic State. The cute games that were played at various points by various leaders, whether it be the Islamic State in Iraq and the Levant. I mean, why these cute little games? The man we're looking at right now is not going to play cute word games. He is not going to use nuance as excuse or, to cut at the margin, possibly failure.
Well, I think
He's straightforward.
I think that's important, because I think another thing that motivated Obama and Hillary Clinton and John Kerry was contempt for the American people. When you say radical Islamism, they were afraid that Americans couldn't get the word radical and they'd think only of Islam. And this is a key point, because the issue...
Let's be fair here. George W. Bush and his administration did not use the expression either.
It's the same.
They were every bit as patronizing, and I think it was really a convenient condescension on the American people for them to do so. The good news is Donald Trump has arrived.
Yeah, well, I think Bush made a rhetorical mistake. I think Obama's failure was deeper, because I think he has contempt for the American people across many things. But I think your point is important. Now we've got a president who not only is not afraid to say it, he's put it in his inaugural address. So he has pinned his flag to achieving that objective, and in 4 years he's going to be held to account for it, and I think he knows that, and I think he welcomes it.
Yeah.